In a house on a hill, in a dark icy night, at the end of a hall shines a pale ghostly light. In the doorway across from the top of the stair, a shadowy figure appears in thin air. In her bedroom, curled up in her comfortable bed, buried deep on the blankets from tiptoes to head, sleeps a girl with a ribbon tied into her hair. And by morning she'll have such a story to share. Now the ribbon-haired girl slowly opens her eyes to a sound in the doorway, the saddest of sighs. Hidden there in the hole by the dark bedroom door, she can feel someone watching and watching some more. So the ribbon-haired girl clambers out of her bed, and she crosses the room till she gets to the red painted door, and she opens it ever so slow, and she peers down the hall at the dim ghostly glow. And she swallows her fear and she makes a brave choice, and she calls down the hall in a quavering voice. Is there anyone there? But no answer she hears. At the end of the hall, the pale light disappears. Through a door that appears to be closed very tight, and she's left in the dark of the chill winter night. Now the ribbon-haired girl puts one hand on the wall, and then brave in the dark she sets off down the hall. When she reaches the door, for a moment she dares to do nothing but looks back along to the stairs. Then she puffs up her chest and she opens the door to the room, to a sight of a girl on the floor. In the dusty old room, in a pale ghostly light, sits another girl scared in the dark lonely night. But the ribbon-haired girl is astounded the most, for the pale frightened girl on the floor is a ghost. So she opens the door and she edges inside, and the ghostly girl looks round for somewhere to hide. But where can you hide in a cold lonely night, when you're only a girl and surrounded by light? So she sits softly glowing, while the girl with the bow in her hair comes towards her, so careful and slow. Then the ribbon-haired girl stops her walking and stands, and she reaches towards her with shivering hands. And the fear that the ribbon-haired girl has felt ends when they stop being scared and they start being friends. So they sit hand in hand and they talk and they play until the sunlight seeps in with the shiny new clay. And the new friend that came with the cold lonely night slowly fades, a much happier shimmering light, with a pale ghostly smile for her ribbon-haired friend. She'll be back to play later once night comes again. And the ribbon-haired girl boastfully smile for her ribbon-haired friend. She'll be back to play later once night comes again. So they sit hand in hand and they talk and they play until sunlight seeps in with the shine.